Quentin Tarantino's movies have been blessed by some of the best actors in the industry, and this has yielded several iconic performances which have elevated his films to the next level. For each of Tarantino's 9 feature-length directorial efforts, there has been at least one actor who stands out from the crowd and delivers a performance which defines the movie and creates many of its best moments. Quentin Tarantino recently scrapped plans for his next movie, which was tentatively titled The Movie Critic. Tarantino's infamous 10-movie rule means that his next movie will be his last, at least if he keeps his promise. This means that his cast will come under even more scrutiny than usual when he finally solidifies some details about his elusive final film. Fortunately, Tarantino can look back on his filmography and see that he has always been able to bring superb performances out of his actors. Quentin Tarantino's remarkably confident debut feature established him as a director to watch in the crime genre. Reservoir Dogs was both a tribute to scores of crime movies which came before it, while it also helped to shape the future of the genre. In Tarantino's gang of criminal misfits, Mr. Blonde is the wild card who uses the chaotic aftermath of the heist as an excuse to indulge his twisted desires. Other than the image of the gang strutting along to the song Little Green Bag, Mr. Blonde's sadistic torture of Marvin Nash is the most iconic scene in Reservoir Dogs. Michael Madsen portrays Mr. Blonde's callous nature perfectly. There are moments when Mr. Blonde's brutal violence is rooted in his loyalty to the Cabots, but there are other times when he takes pleasure in maiming his victim. Madsen plays the entire confrontation with chilling indifference. 30 years later, Pulp Fiction is still considered by many to be Quentin Tarantino's magnum opus. None of his other movies so succinctly capture his idiosyncratic motifs, such as his compelling dialogue and his bursts of glorious violence. Samuel L. Jackson is key to both of these elements as the disaffected assassin Jules Winfield, who works in tandem with Vincent Vega, played by John Travolta. Jules Winfield gets a good chunk of Pulp Fiction's best quotes, and Samuel L. Jackson makes them even better. Whether he is enjoying a casual chat about McDonald's or threatening someone's life, Jules is impossible to dislike. Jackson brings a lot of humor to the character, which makes his sudden epiphany that he needs to turn away from his life of violence ring out like a tragic punchline. Jules is merely grappling for control after witnessing so much chaos and bloodshed. One of the criticisms Quentin Tarantino has faced most often in his career is that his female characters really measure up to his male ones. Jackie Brown is his most effective counterpoint to this argument, as it provides a brilliant role for Pam Grier, who is more than equal to the challenge. Robert Forster and Michael Keaton are both superb, but Grier isn't willing to let anyone steal her spotlight.